What's up, everybody? It's the Big Movie Boys here for a Big Movie Boys Presents Who is the Biggest Movie Boy Challenge. If you're unfamiliar with how this works, the three of us compete in a challenge, which changes, but the stakes remain the same. We're trying to see who is the biggest movie boy with the most movie knowledge. The way that this challenge is going to work is we are playing a little game of higher or lower with IMDb movie ratings. We're going to take turns. Each of us are going to compete in this game. The way it works, it's going to show you two movies. You have to guess which one has the higher IMDb rating. If you get it right, you keep going. And then you keep going until eventually you fail. However movies you get correct, that is your score. All three of us will compete. That'll be one round. Whoever has the highest score for the round wins the round. First to win 3 rounds wins the challenge.
You got that, Bob?
Crystal clear.
That was a struggle. That was a struggle for us in the pre-show meeting.
I think we got it. I think it'll be clear once you start moving. All you guys need to do is tell me which movie is higher or lower.
We're going to tie now, aren't we?
There shouldn't be a tie. This should be tie-proof. As much as
we'll
love
find a way
ties
to
here.
tie it.
I guess we could tie for the round, in which case we will have to have a tiebreaker of some sort, but we'll see how it all plays out. I will start. I have done this before a while ago, just to give you guys an idea on how it works, and then we'll go through the rotation here. All right. First 2 movies I have, Stand By Me and Rocky. I think these are both highly regarded. I'm going to go with Rocky.
It was a layup.
Yeah, this seemed too easy.
Both have an 8 exactly, so it didn't matter which one I picked.
So you're going to get it right either way?
I would have gotten it right either way. A little layup for the very first round here. We always love to see that. So now I still have Rocky. My other movie is Room from 2015. I have not seen
Starring
it.
Brie Larson. Loved her in that.
Does star Brie Larson. Doesn't star Sly Stallone. I'm going with Rocky yet again. Probably wrong. Room had an 8.1. So by a score of 0.1, I've lost.
That is not a fun movie, though. I'm surprised it was that. It was a good movie, but that high?
Yeah. So not a very good start. I've set the score at 1. So we just need one of you two to get a higher score than 1. Who would like to go next?
Me, because I'll get 0. Let's do it. We'll keep you alive. We'll give more pressure for Ben.
All right, Bob, your 2 movies, The Hills Have Eyes and Once Upon a Time in America.
Which Hills Have Eyes? The original or the remake?
2006.
Okay, I'm going to go Once Upon a Time in America, which I don't know what that is.
Well, it scored an 8, which beats The Hills Have Eyes, which scored 6.4. So you still have Once Upon a Time in America, which we know has a score of 8. That is up against The Karate Kid from 1984.
Fuck. I don't know if this is one of those, because I've never seen The Karate Kid. I don't know if it's one of those movies where everyone likes it because it's just a childhood classic, or if it's because it's actually good.
Higher or lower than an 8?
I am going to go Once Upon a Time in America.
Karate Kid scored a 7.3. Bob, you're in the lead with 2 points right now.
Go. Ralph Macchio, suck it.
You still got The Karate Kid at 7.3. The other movie is The Lives of Others from 2006.
Wait, I don't keep my last one? I don't keep my 8 rolling?
It alternates which one sticks around.
Oh, that's stupid. Fuck. So I have Karate Kid and what?
The Lives of Others, which appears to be a foreign film because the poster says Das Leben der Anderen.
I'm going to go The Lives of Others.
Is it higher than a 7.3? It is an 8.4.
Let's go.
So we still have The Lives of Others at 8.4 up against The Matrix Revolutions.
The Lives of Others.
Yeah,
it has to be. It's the greatest movie of all time.
Yes, The Matrix Revolutions had a 6.7. That one is sticking around. Your next option is 7.
7 with, what's his name? Morgan Freeman and that motherfucker?
Those are the 2.
I'm going to go 7.
I think you're right. At an 8.6, it clears Matrix Revolutions. Which one?
Well, it has to be that again.
Scores higher, 7 at an 8.6 or Dumb and Dumber?
I'll be honest. The name of the movie being called Seven is throwing me off. Seven had an 8.6.
Correct.
Against Dumb and Dumber. I'm gonna go 7.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Dumb and Dumber scores a 7.3.
I didn't know I was
close.
signing up for just watching Bob go all night long.
Well, this one could throw him. We got Dumb and Dumber at a 7.3 up against Cinema Paradiso.
A foreign film.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
I'm gonna go. What is it called?
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
Cinema Paradiso. I'm gonna pick that one as higher.
Yeah, that was a safe bet. You're at an 8.4 with Cinema Paradiso up against The Prestige.
Oh, here's a tougher one. I'm gonna go Cinema Paradiso again. I feel like The Prestige that's a magician movie, right?
That is Nolan's magic movie.
So is Cinema Paradiso, I think, though.
Ooh, but
Finally.
The Prestige had an 8.5, beating
What?
Cinema Paradiso.
Damn.
That
You
was
got a
an
score of
amazing
7,
run.
though. Pretty good. The score to beat is 7, Ben. Are you ready? Your two movies are Aliens from 1986 versus Into the Wild, the
Jesus.
classic Chris McCandless
This feels
story.
like a tough one. This feels tough. We watched this movie in our senior year English class, and we made fun of it the whole time, which is Into the Wild. But I feel like it was shown because it's a classic. I'm going to get 0 now. But isn't Aliens like a famous movie? Answer me that one. Alien? Is it Alien or Aliens?
Aliens is the sequel.
Oh, okay.
Why are you
Thank you.
giving him?
Thank you, Bob. I'm going
I
Into the
don't know
Wild.
why I'm doing that. I'm
I'm
just
going
helping
Into
him
the
out.
Wild.
Ben picks Into the Wild, which has an 8. Unfortunately, Aliens has an 8.4, so that's a big
That was
goose
fun.
egg for Ben in the first round.
This is a fun game.
Bob with the early lead, the reigning big movie boy, as it were.
He should have to go first, then. That's how we'll do it.
All right, Bob,
Like
you're up.
golf.
First
All right,
round
let's
is
see.
over. Bob is up 1-0. Can he repeat here? Bob, your first two movies. Disney's Robin Hood from 1973 up against American Wedding.
Jesus fucking Christ. American Wedding, can you tell me the name of an actor that's in it? Do I get any hints? Give me a poster. Give me something.
Yeah.
There's a wedding cake.
Who's the redhead from How I Met Your Mother?
Something Flanagan. Allison something.
Oh, so it's newer?
This looks like her. It's from 2003.
2001. 3.
I'm gonna go Robin Hood.
Robin Hood, going with the classic. Scores a 7.5, beating American Wedding that had a 6.3.
Damn. They both sucked.
Robin Hood is sticking around at a 7.5 up against The Sixth Sense.
M. Night Shyamalan, Sixth Sense, that one, right?
No, the
That's
other
the
one.
one.
Okay, I'm gonna go Sixth Sense.
I feel like Bob's getting easy ones now.
The Sixth Sense wins with a score of 8.2. Ooh. We replaced Robin Hood with another Disney classic, Cinderella.
Oh, fuck
Higher.
me. So we have 8.2 Sixth Sense versus Cinderella.
Correct.
All these numbers are throwing Bob.
Fuck. I have all number-related movies for some reason. I'm gonna go Cinderella. That's gotta be like a 9.
Cinderella scores a
Yes.
7.3.
Son of a bitch.
Bob sets the tone at 2. Ben, do you want to try to redeem yourself here before I go?
Yeah, I don't want to go third again. That was really embarrassing.
All right, score to beat is 2. Your first two movies, Batman Forever up against Scream, the original from 1996.
Fuck. Which Batman is that? That's Michael Keaton, I think, right?
That is Michael Keaton. You got Jim Carrey's Riddler, Tommy Lee Jones' Two-Face.
That had to suck. I'm going with Scream, and it feels right.
Feels right to me. Scream at a 7.4, Batman Forever at a 5.4.
It
I've
did
never
suck.
seen Batman Forever. That's actually the Val Kilmer one, I think.
Okay.
And it sucks.
Yeah. I know it's a bad one. I've never seen it. So we still have Scream at a 7.4 up against South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut.
Ooh.
From 99? I'm going with Scream again.
Going with Scream. Scream loses to
Damn it.
South Park.
Damn it.
What does South Park have?
7.7.
Oh, I forgot you guys can see this. I can.
Yes.
Jeremy, you got to beat Bob. We can't let him sweep us.
Yeah, I'm going to be pretty upset if I can't beat 2 here, but let's see how it plays out.
I'm at a total of 1. I'm averaging a half.
What are these movies?
Bob's getting stupid fucking movies. We're getting the toughest ones.
I've got Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. I don't even know what number that is. Up against Saw 2.
That's number
Pirates
2
of the Caribbean 3.
It's the
How
third
do you know
Pirates.
I love that movie, dude. It's fucking sick. I actually like Saw 2 also. Those are both fucking sick.
I can't trust Bob's metric on either of these. I don't even know. Why couldn't I get like the originals of either of these franchises? I don't know if On Stranger Tides is good. I don't know if Saw 2 is any good.
Stranger Tides was the worst one, I think.
I feel like that's where they started to get bad, right? The first one's good, the second one's
They were
okay.
weird.
And then, but Saw 2, it's a horror movie. Those don't typically score that high. I think these are both going to be pretty low. I think I'm going to go Saw 2. I might get a 0 here. 6.6.
Oh boy.
6.6. It didn't matter.
Wow.
Moving on.
We spent all that time for nothing.
All right. Saw 2 sticks around at a 6.6 up against Clerks, a cult classic. I don't know if that means it's highly rated, but I'm going to say it's higher than a 6.6. And I would be correct at a 7.7. Clerks up against Sonic the Hedgehog. This is for the round. Can't imagine Sonic the Hedgehog was reviewed all that well. So I'm going to stick with Clerks yet again. And I would be correct in doing so.
Do we have to go until you can beat 18, or can we call this round?
No, I think we're going to call this round here. I'm going to get this one wrong on purpose and say that Sonic the Hedgehog is higher rated than Shutter Island, which we all know is not true. But it's okay. I scored enough to win the round, which I guess means I will be going first again. Is that how we're doing this?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Okay.
Overall score, me and Bob have won. Ben, you got some ground to make up here, but I believe in you. Starting round 3, 2 very old movies. We got Sunset Boulevard from 1950 and The Sound of Music from 1965.
And then one of the most famous movies of all time. Tough one here.
I'm going to go with the one I've seen. Sunset Boulevard is also a very famous movie. I haven't seen it personally, though, which makes me think that The Sound of Music is going to be a little bit better. Sound of Music scores an 8, and that's a big goose egg to start the round here. Sunset Boulevard, 8.4.
Oh, man. What's the highest one we've seen so far?
It might be that, or close to it.
8.5, I think, maybe.
We've seen no 9s yet, right?
I don't believe so.
Jesus.
All right, looks like this one will not be my round. Bob, your chance to set the score here.
It's fine. We could all get 0s and then just to restart.
Just call this one a wash.
Yeah, all right, let's do it.
First movie, Lara Croft Tomb Raider from 2001 versus Ratatouille.
I'm going to go Ratatouille. That's an easy one.
I think that's a safe bet. Ratatouille scores a flat 8, beating Lara Croft Tomb Raider at a 5.7. Still have Ratatouille at an 8.
What's our lowest? 5? I think it was Batman Forever was a 5. I'm trying to just remember so we know in the end. So Ratatouille at 8 versus what?
Terminator Salvation.
Terminator Salvation. That is the first Terminator I know is good. Second Terminator I think is good. Salvation sounds. Is that one of the newer ones? What year is that? Can you tell me the year?
2009.
Don't do it.
Oh, I'm going Ratatouille then.
If Bob had a working phone, he might be able to read the year, so I don't feel too bad giving him that one. Yes, Ratatouille is going to beat Terminator Salvation, which sticks around at a 6.5. It's going to be Terminator Salvation versus the Oscar-nominated The Father from 2020.
I'm going to go with The Father. These are so easy, dude.
Yeah.
I am getting lucky.
All right, 8.2 for The Father.
I don't want to play anymore. This is bullshit.
This one's going to be trickier. You got The Father at 8.2 up against Hotel Rwanda.
Not the remake, Bob.
Of what year?
2004, starring Don Cheadle.
Very famous movie
Hmm.
that none of us have seen. Jared, have you seen it?
Mm-mm.
And The Father is an 8.2. We haven't seen many above 8.2. I feel like it's got to be The Father still.
Bob says The Father, and you would be correct.
Damn
Hotel
it.
Rwanda with a flat 8. It
Bob's
sticks
counting cards
around.
over there.
That was close though.
So Hotel Rwanda at an 8 versus Pan's Labyrinth.
And it's Guillermo del Toro movie.
GDT.
Fuck, I feel like that's a really good movie. Oh fuck, I'm gonna go Pan's Labyrinth.
Not a bad guess. Also the correct guess at an 8.2.
I gotta stop going directly after Bob.
Fucking go.
All right, here's a tough one for you, Bob. Pan's Labyrinth at an 8.2 versus the one that started it all, Twilight.
I'm gonna go Pan's Labyrinth.
That's probably a safe guess. Twilight
on,
at a
friend of the show.
5.3.
Oh my God.
New lowest 4.3.
5.3.
Oh, 5.3. Okay.
Still maybe the lowest. So now you have Twilight at a 5.3 versus Independence Day.
I'm gonna go Independence Day. What they can't. We haven't seen anything worse than that.
Yeah, Independence Day is not worse than that, I can tell you that much. It scores a 7.
Ooh, okay.
So that one sticks around. It's up against Mad Max Fury Road.
We're gonna go Mad Max Fury Road just because I know that is a good movie and I've only seen parts of it. It's got to be better than Independence Day though.
It is. It scored an 8.1.
Finally a tough one, I think, here. Finally.
Yeah.
Up next, Mad Max Fury Road sticks around at an 8.1, up against Inglourious Bastards.
Oh, this is tough. Only because 8.1 is pretty high. But Inglourious Bastards is literally like one of my favorite movies ever, and also really fucking good. I just think there's movies that's been higher than an 8. What was it? What is my fucking one? What is the score of the first one?
8.1.
8.1.
Okay, I'm going Inglourious Bastards.
It's probably what I would have done. We both would have been correct. 8.3 for the Bastards.
Oh,
I'm sick of this game.
Well, not a gimme here, because Inglourious Bastards is now up against The Shape of Water.
oh, that won an Oscar, didn't it?
I believe it won Best Picture. No?
We're gonna go The Shape of Water.
Shape of Water scores a 7.3. Bob,
Ooh,
a new record for this challenge, sets a score of 9.
damn.
You
Ben,
ready?
I don't think you got it, buddy.
Easy
I
work
don't
for
even want to
Ben
do
here.
this round. Can we just go to the next round? Okay, here we go.
First two movies, John Wick, the one that started it all, versus Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi.
Didn't people hate those ones? Oh God, I don't know this at all. But hey, fuck it. I'm not gonna get 9 either way. I'm gonna go with John Wick.
John Wick against one of the 3 movies in what is considered one of the best trilogies of all time. Let's see what happens. Ooh, John Wick did not beat Episode 6, unfortunately. That's 2 goose eggs to Bob's 9.
Episode 6.
Yeah.
Wait, was that the third movie then?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what threw me off. I thought this. I didn't watch the Star Wars movies.
I think you were thinking The Last Jedi.
Sure.
Because that was, I don't know.
All right,
I'm at a
Bob.
total of 1, 2, 3 rounds.
I'm at, what am I
You're
at?
like-
Like fucking 20 something?
Yeah, something crazy.
Bob might be getting the easiest ones here. I may also
I'm
just be a
definitely
little
getting
salty. Bob, you're going to start this one here. You can technically win it all. So
Please do. I'm sick of this shit.
set the score high enough and you'll be crowned yet again. We've got Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, up against Your Name,
Your Name is what year?
2016.
Anybody in it that's famous?
Yeah, 2 animated people.
I believe it's a Japanese film. I don't know if it's
Fuck it, we're gonna go Your
Studio
Name.
Ghibli. It might be Ghibli, I don't know. Your Name scores an 8.3. I think it's going to
Oh,
clear
got it.
Episode 1
my
pretty
God.
easily. This could be tough, though. So, Your Name at an 8.3 up against Leon the Professional.
Who's in Leon the Professional?
I don't know. I probably should know, but I don't know.
What year is it?
94.
Looks like Pacino, but I can't tell.
We're gonna go.
Who is that?
The first movie, the animated movie.
All right, well, now I have to look up who's in Leon the Professional before we move on here.
Thank you.
Jean Reno.
Everybody knows Gene Reno.
Gary Oldman's also in this, but Jean Reno is Leon. Anyway, what'd you pick? Your name?
Yeah.
Ooh. Sorry to say, Bob. Leon the Professional at
Let's
an
go.
8.5. Sets the score of 1. Ben, should I go next? Do you want to go last, or do you want to go after Bob?
Going last has been shitty. I don't want to go after Bob, though. I'm going last.
Okay, I guess I'll take this one. Try to beat a score of 1.
Give me the pressure if you get 0.
What do we got? We got The Ring, a classic, up against The Father, which we already know scored quite high. I'm going to go with The Father. It was an 8-point-something. 8.2. The Ring was a 7.1, so that's a point for me. The Father at an 8.2 up against Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. That is the Trump one. Who knows if his supporters went and gave it better reviews in recent years. I'm going to go with The Father, however. I think that's probably the safer bet, and it was. Home Alone 2 at a 6.8.
Guaranteed another round of this shit game.
Yeah, and I think I'm pretty good on this one because it's up against The Wizard of Oz, which I don't know if you've heard of that one or not. Pretty well-known movie. I'm going to pick The Wizard of Oz. Comes in at a flat 8. Ooh, here we go. The Wizard of Oz up against The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers.
Oh, fuck yeah.
We have a great podcast out there somewhere about that movie.
My personal favorite of the trilogy, I got to assume all the Lord of the Rings are at least an 8 or higher, so I'm going to go with The Two Towers on this one. Yeah, 8.7. I think that's our new number 1.
Highest.
Sorry, if this would have been Dark Knight, I thought this would have been the best one.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings, Two Towers up against Batman Begins. I imagine it's pretty high, but not as high as an 8.7, so I'm going to stick with Two Towers here. Beats out Batman Begins at an 8.2. Here we go. Now I've got Once Upon a Time in the West, a classic. Is it better than an 8.2? I'm going to say it is. I think anything that stands the test of time is going to be at least an 8, so I'm going to go with Once Upon a Time in the West. 8.4. Up against Tenet.
This feels like this sucks, dude.
Tenet did not score an 8.4. That's one of Nolan's lowest rated movies. At a 7.3, so I will be moving on. Tenet versus Back to the Future. I got Bob's luck this time. Back
Glad
to the
I
Future
didn't go.
at an 8.5. Spirited Away. This one's definitely Studio Ghibli or Ghibli. But I'm going to stick with Back to the Future. I'm going to guess a low 8. Oh, 8.5. It's a tie. Moved on either way.
Sick of these ties.
Jeremy's got the most ties, I will say that.
That is true. All right, Spirited Away 8.5 versus Spotlight. Don't even know what this movie is. Came out 7-8 years ago. Sticking with Spirited Away.
Movie.
It got an 8, but Spirited Away did better. Oh no, this is where I need to use the knowledge of the game here. Spotlight versus Independence Day. We already had this movie pop up, but I don't remember what it was.
I do know what it was, and I'm annoyed.
I think it was in the 7s, so I'm going to stick with Spotlight here. It was a 7 flat. All right, Independence Day against Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Gotta go with Independence Day.
Okay.
I'm going to guess Pet Detective. It could be in the 7s.
It's a great movie.
It might be in the 7s. I'm going to guess it's in the 6s, though, so I'm going to stick with Independence Day. 6.9.
Piece of shit.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective versus L.A. Confidential. I'm going to guess L.A. Confidential is at least a 7. It's an 8.2. Let me know when you want to tap out here, Ben.
I'm not gonna get 1.
All right, here's a tough one, though. LA Confidential at an 8.2 against the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
Cats?
Transformers: The Last Night.
Oh, Jesus.
AKA the one with Mark Wahlberg. I'm going to go with LA Confidential here. And I'm probably going to get the next one because...
Hey, at least it's like, just keep going. Just fucking rifle through these. At least the viewers can see the screen.
Yeah, Transformers at a 5.2 versus The Fellowship of the Ring.
Jeez.
I'm going to go with Fellowship at an 8.8, possibly our highest one there.
Yeah.
Sunset Boulevard. I had this one already. It was
an 8.9. It was our highest one.
I don't think it was higher than Fellowship, though, so it wasn't. It was an 8.4. All right, Return of the Jedi. Ben just had this one.
Oh, it was high. I actually forget what this was.
It was in the 8s. Was it higher than an 8.4 is the question.
I don't remember.
I think it might have been 8.4.
You'll probably be a tie, Jared. Just click either one.
It might be a tie. I'm going to go with the Jedi here. 8.3.
And here's where I start.
The streak ends at 16. Not a bad run for the boy. Ben, if you could go after me every time, the key seems to be to go before Ben. All right, Ben. You're 17 guesses away from your first point here. We've got Spirited Away.
Throw it. Just throw it right away.
I already forget what Spirited Away was.
Spirited Away, which we just saw, up against Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
I'm going Eternal Sunshine. I already forget what Spirited Away was.
Spirited Away was pretty high. Let's see.
Oh, no.
Oh my god. I hate this stupid game. All right. Last round. At least I can't win. Let me go first. You guys can battle it out. Are you tied 2-2?
All right. If you're going first, I'm going second.
Yeah. All right.
All right, Ben. Let's get a point on the board, shall we? Two of 2009's greatest movie.
Fuck.
I honestly don't know which is higher, Avatar or Up.
That's so tough.
Oh my god. I like Up better. Oh my, I'm gonna go with. My gut is saying Up. I'm gonna go with Avatar.
Your gut's treated you wrong the whole time.
Avatar 7.9.
Shit. Damn it. At least this game's gonna be over. You guys better not tie here somehow.
Another goose egg for Ben.
Did you get fucking what?
I think I got 1 point total. Maybe 2. Ugh.
Oh man. Well, the overall score is 2-2. That means, Bob, we're gonna settle it right here, right now.
Unless we tie.
In which case, I'm right back in. It's a new round.
Bob, if we tie, I think we give the point to Ben.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna try to set the score here. Good Will Hunting versus Spotlight. Spotlight we saw already. I think that one was an 8 flat. Is Good Will Hunting higher than an 8? I'm going to say it is. I'm going to say it's a low 8. 8.3, and I was correct. That one was an 8. Got to lose 1 point. We're on the board. All right, Good Will Hunting at an 8.3 up against Coda. This one won a lot of awards.
Oh, this is the guy, he's deaf. Signs the whole thing, right?
Correct. Man, was this an 8.3 or higher? I wouldn't be surprised if it was. I think it's going to be very close either way. Dang. This might be Bob's. I'm going to go with Coda. I might be throwing.
What a dumb guess.
I threw at an 8 flat. I knew it was going to be
Congrats,
close.
Bob. Congrats on your victory, man.
I still have to fucking get 2 right, though.
Congrats, Bob. Let's just move on. Give it to him. Hand him the trophy.
All right, Bob. For all the marbles, Jesus Christ, you got at least 1
Cars
point
2.
Here. Cars 2 versus Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. You're gonna get 2
Bob, Cars
points off
2
that
underrated.
alone.
The original one?
Yes, the
Okay,
classic.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
You're gonna get 2 points off of Snow White immediately.
Nah, it's only an 8.
8 flat. I did expect it to be a little bit higher, but it does beat Cars. Will it beat American Pie?
At least it's not some sequel.
The original American Pie? Oh, fuck. Why am I, like, worried that that's, like, really good?
People
Remember,
love
if you tie, I'm right back in this thing.
I'm going to go Snow White.
it. I
That
think you
felt
got
right.
it.
I was trying to trick Bob.
By a whole point, American Pie scored a 7. Bob, you are officially the biggest movie boy.
First time ever.
Yeah, is that the first one I ever won?
You won the draft just by a fluke, but I think this is the first time you sat here and actually won the challenge fair and square, unless you have, IMDb pulled up next to you, but
I can't even see the fucking screen, Jeremy.
maybe that was an advantage.
It might have been. Honestly, yeah, I got to admit that there's definitely, when you go on a long roll, there's a little luck. You gotta catch a good wave of luck. Ben, unfortunately, you couldn't even get past one, so you never caught your luck wave. Yeah, good stuff.
I'm gonna be playing this all day at work tomorrow.
I do agree that anytime Bob went on a streak, it was luck. I think we can all agree on that.
I had a couple like 8 threes versus 8 flat, 8 ones, 8 fours. I had some tough ones, but there was a lot of layups in there.
I walked away with 3 ties, so I guess I can't be too salty
Yeah,
over it.
and you had a lot of repeats.
I did have the advantage of using the game to play the game, but at the end of it, Ben, unfortunately, didn't even need to show up.
The littlest one.
I got 2, a respectable score, but not enough to beat Bob. First to 3. Congratulations, Bob. You are the biggest movie boy, and you will be carrying that title until our next challenge. So if you liked this, if you want to see more challenges in the future, give it a like, give a sub to the channel, and until then, we will see you in the next one. Peace.